So as you know, I was with LSU for 2 years and I hit that transfer portal and I had 2 more years of eligibility. And as you can see, I have transferred to Oregon Ducks. But it's sad to say my first practice with them, I had sprained my ankle and that put me out for 4 games.
I'm back and I'm like Marshawn Lynch hitting those hoes early on.
So this offense here is more like an option offense that I got to get used to. I've been in my playbook more than usual because LSU and Oregon's offense is just not comparable. You know, I've been 2-time runner-up for the Heisman and he has dropped me down for missing those first 4 games. But I'm going to come back with respect. And I'm pounding Colorado early on. But going into the next play, you see what I do. Dangerous, just catch that ball out of the backfield. I juke, get up that field and get some yards.
And I'm fired up.
And I told the crowd I'm back. I know I was going for too long. But as you can see, that offensive line is anchored down and I'm finding holes hit and I'm juking, getting my way up that field. I told him, just wait, I'm going to break. But as you can see, I run in the back of my offensive line.
But I give him the meanest stiff arm ever. Oh my God.
And get up the field. As you can see, I'm pushing that ball to that goal line and we get to the goal line. I'm doing what I do. Dangerous, catch that ball out of the backfield for my first touchdown with the Oregon Ducks. I'm going with my last carry of the game. I just hurdled into the end zone for another touchdown with the Oregon Ducks. So I ended the game off a player of the game with 24 carries, 168 yards, and 1 rushing TD. And going into our next game against Washington, this was a rainy one, and I was out there slipping and sliding through these holes.
But as you can see, I'm throwing big D linemen off of me, and I'm getting up that field, and I hit that sideline, and I almost go in for 6.
But I got tackled, but I'm letting them know early that I am here, and I am here to stay, and this is my field. But as you can see, man, I'm back there looking like Marshawn Lynch, man. I am pushing the pal as I almost push it in for 6. Coach takes me out, and they go in and score. But I had a counter play going into this next play, and this Washington defense was rallying that ball early on. But if you stop me one way, you got to stop me the other way. I catch that ball out of the backfield for a pretty good game.
But as you can see, I stayed elusive, and I hit that outside. And I break a tackle, and I hit that sideline, and then I flip in the end zone for the touchdown. I'm fired up.
But I didn't give this defense a break all day. I hit that sideline, and I stayed strong and was pounding that next play. As you can see, I'm running up that left side, and I juke. Oh, my God, and I spin move and get tackled.
But as you can see, I stayed elusive, and I juke, made 2 defenders miss and hit that right side, and I won on my back, and I broke them off and ran out of bounds.
Going into this next play, I ran straight up the middle and obliterated this kid. I ran through him and kept going and almost got for 6, but I got tackled. And we're going to beat Washington 24-14 as I end the game off of 21 carries, 163 yards, and 1 TD. Going into my next game against Washington State, we started off intense, and I started off running that ball hard as I can.
And he laid the boom on me, but I got back up and kept pushing.
And trying to get back on top of that Heisman, I'm going to have to let my name be known. And I'm telling my teammate, let's go, let's start this game off early. But as you can see, I bounced outside and I trip up and I catch my balance and I get back on my feet and gain some yards. And I'm just looking back at the jumbotron, looking at my run.
We get down to the goal line and I hurdle in for the touch. Down, I'm Superman.
But as you can see, I get the inside zone, break 1 tackle, and almost break another one, but I get tackled. Being the downhill runner that I am,
I juke. Oh my God, I get up the field and it looks like I am gone, but the safety is coming over top and I lower my shoulder to him and gain some more yards.
But as you can see, I go on with my second touchdown of the game.
Let's go.
Going into the next play, as you can see, I completely obliterate this DB and run through him. And as you can see, it's nothing but green grass in the box and I go in for, and I just had a monster game as I go in with another touchdown. And I ended the game off of 30 carries, 284 yards, and 5 TDs. So going into my next game against UCLA, I turned it on early on. That offensive line was anchoring down for me. I was finding holes to hit and getting to that first down marker. And those drills in the summer was paying off. I was redirecting and getting up that field with a burst of speed. And I didn't let back one bit against UCLA. I kept my foot on the pedal the whole game. I get a good run and I run right in the back of my old lineman. Come on. But I stayed in attack mode and was breaking tackles and trying to get to that first down. As you can see, we're down 23-10.
As you can see, I juke, get up that field at that right sideline, and I'm almost gone, but I get tackled.
They were rallying that ball. It was about 10 heads to the ball.
But I got up and said, I'm here. You ain't gonna stop me.
And as I kept my foot on that pedal, I hit that right sideline. That's my best friend, and I made one defender miss, and I'm almost gone, but I get tackled.
And I'm just thinking in my head like, I could have had that one.
And I'm itching for a touchdown at this point as I'm just running through these defenders. But I speak that into existence. And then as you can see, going into this next play, I just absolutely outrun everybody, tell them to go get their speed up, and I hit that right sideline, and I'm gone, and I flip into the end zone for the touchdown. Not going to get player of the game with 19 carries, 233 yards, 1 TD. And going into our next game against Stanford, they started off intense and they came out hot, ready to play. But D-Book kept his foot on that pedal and never gave up. We can't lose another game if we want to go to that Pac-12 championship, so we got to keep grinding. But I go in for my first touchdown of the game, and I am fired. But I told my team, I won't let y'all down. I got to make it. I've been let down 2 years in a row. I'm just loving the stretch as I'm just outrunning all the opponents and walk in for another touchdown of the game.
And I'm fired up. Let's go.
I mean, we're up 28-21 going into the fourth quarter, and I mean, I'm trying to get this stretch going, but nothing is going. I told him, just wait 1 second. I'm going to turn on that juice for you. But you can see doing what I do dangerous, catching that ball out of the backfield. I hit a crazy route, and I boom this defender. And I mean, it's 28-28, fourth quarter with 21 seconds on the clock, so coach calls a timeout.
Oh,
We have 4 seconds, and the quarterback throws it to me while I'm in bounds, and the clock runs out, so we go into overtime. And I'm clapping my hands saying, let's go, because I'm not going home. Stanford gets the ball and go up by 3, but I get a counter play, and I almost take it past that first down to 6, but I got tackled. And I mean, coach puts me on the bench, but they go in and score, and we go on to win the game off of 16 carries, 122 yards, and 2 TDs. I mean, started the game off against Utah. I mean, they started off hot, and I mean, they boomed me and knocked my buckles. But that didn't stop me. I get an inside zone, and I'm juking and weaving, trying to get to that first down. I mean, I'm just running through them. They need some help out there. And I said before I came into this game that we weren't going to lose this game. So being the downhill runner I am, I get this zone, and I mean, I'm just stiff-arming them, getting them off of me as I go up for more yards. And as you can see, look at the relentless effort as I try to dive in for the end zone, but I get stopped at the 1. And I go in to dive again as I go in for the first touchdown of the game. And I mean, I'm not getting as many yards as I want, but I'm laying the boom on those defenders. I mean, I juke. Oh my God. And I get up that field and almost break for 6. And I get up and do the suey. But going into the next play, I'm doing what I do dangerous, catching that ball out of that backfield. And as you can see, I run and lay the boom on 1, but I get tackled. I don't understand why we didn't kick the field goal to tie the game up. But coach is trying to go for it all. And we go in the quarter. Those are incomplete pass. I end the game off for 20 carries, 120 yards, and 1 rushing TD. So going into the number 1 seed in the conference against Oregon State, it's a snowball, and we have to win this game. I mean, starting off early, I found a hole and had a burst of speed, and oh my God, I'm going for the first touchdown of the game. And I told him, no turn up yet. I'm finna turn this all the way Going into the next play, I had a counter play, and I juke, made a miss, and oh my God, I'm getting up that field. But I get tackled, but I'm coming here for respect, and I'm gonna do it all in the snow. And I mean, over the summer, my speed has gotten crazy as I'm just outrunning all these defenders. As you see, I hit the sideline, and I throw the defender off of me. I mean, call me Marshawn Lynch when I'm hitting that inside zone, because I'm gonna run downhill, and I will run through you as I'm just running through all these defenders. And I mean, I got back up like I'm the man, because I am the man, and I'm going for Heisman. So we go down to the goal line and turn the ball over as I'm in the shot. We go back in, and I dive in the end zone for my second touchdown of the game. Going into this next play, I'm juking and weaving and breaking tackles and almost break out of that, but I fall to the ground. You might as well call me Flash, because when I hit that outside, I will outrun you as I go in for another touchdown of the game. And I mean, I'm just having an unbelievable game as I hit this hole and bounce it out to that left sideline, and I have one man to beat, and I beat him, and I take it all the way for 6. As we're going to beat Oregon State, and I end the game with 27 carries, 273 yards, and 4 TDs. So going into the Pac-12 conference game against Arizona State, I mean, they came to play, but we got that advantage because we're at home. But starting off early, man, they were rallying that ball, getting to that ball with bad intentions, and I mean, they were all over me. But I tried to get things going on this stretch right here. I tried to juke, but he stood me up and threw me down. Going through my head, this is going to be the type of game that I got to get tough and won't let down. But I mean, the O-line is not blocking, and nothing is going our way. As you can see, I'm throwing defenders off of me, trying to make a way for me and my team, but I just cannot get up the field. Then I finally get a good game as I juke through 2 defenders and get up the field. But then I get tackled. But I powered up and turned into Marshawn Lynch because they gave me Skittles on the sideline, and I'm just running through everyone. But things are starting to turn up, and things are starting to go our way. Going into the next play, he completely ran the play. I ran in the back of my teammate, but I found a hole, and I hit that sideline, and I'm outrunning everyone, and I could go all the way for 6. I told them they better respect me. But it's never enough, and it's not enough as we could not hold on, and we go on to lose to Arizona State. And I mean, I don't know what's next for D-Book. I mean, should I hit that transfer portal again, or should I stay with Oregon for one more season? This would be my last season until the NFL. Drop a comment down below and let me know where D-Book should go.